now for our new Silver Dollar Survey host, and here he is, Larry Lujack. Welcome, Larry.
Hi, Fern.
I'm kind of nervous today. This is my first day, you know. Want to give me some words of encouragement, and
I was kind of hoping it'd get rained out this afternoon. I wouldn't even have to show up.
Well, it's my first day on WLS, and I suppose I should go over my secret signals with the engineer. I should have done this before we went on the air, but it's very poor radio technique, but I don't worry about that stuff. Okay, Tony's your name. Oh, hi, Tony, the engineer. Now, when I point at the mic, that means I want to talk. And when I point at you, that means push a button of some sort. What other signals have I got? When I raise my hand straight up like this, that means I have to go to the bathroom. Okay?
Larry Lujack, 89 WLS.
Larry Lujack, dead at the age of 73. His family announced that yesterday. A long-standing, iconic radio figure here in Chicago. Worked also in other markets, too. We're talking to Ron Majors a little bit earlier on today, and he said that he remembers growing up listening, at least for a very short period of time, to Larry in Seattle when he was there, as well as Boston and some other cities that he was in. And one of his colleagues here at the Big 89 back in the 1970s, John Records Landecker on the Super Celebrity Hotline. Records, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
He was a guy that, we talked to Jim Johnson earlier today, too, who is said that Larry was the hardest working guy he ever knew in radio. And that bit that we just heard from his first day on the air was probably prepared and rehearsed by him before he actually did it, even though it sounded completely off the cuff. Is that about right?
I would agree totally with you. You know, I've never heard that before, but that clip, rather. But I think that's exactly right. He prepared everything for hours. But I want to tell you an exclusive, never before heard Larry Lujack story.
John, I'm going to stop you. John, I'm going to stop you because your phone is breaking up, and I want you to be able to sound excellent when you're doing this. So,
okay, you know what? I'm going to give your producer another number.
Okay, we're going to call you right back. All right.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Pick that up there. This is the kind. Now, by the way, I just want to point out that we also just fully rehearsed and prepared. This is all in the script.
Yeah, the old I'm on a car phone bit is. You know, and by the time Larry got out of radio, Larry Lujack, of course, the cell phone really wasn't yet a part of the mainstream. Lucky Larry. People would call in on the landlines. And it's so funny because I have a landline at home, and people mock me for that sometimes. Why do you have a landline? What are you, an astronaut? And I'm like, no, I sometimes call into radio shows, and that way they can hear me.
That's really true.
That's the main reason I have it.
Yeah, that might have been a cordless phone. I don't know. The cordless phone they haven't figured that technology out either.
The best part is whenever we talk to tech experts, they always have the worst connections and the worst phones. The people that are writing about Apple and Samsung, the columnists for the tech magazines, they always have the worst connection. Can you hear me now?
All right, Records, are you back?
I am back.
All right, thank God. Go ahead, sir.
Here's the never before heard exclusive Larry Lujack story that happened only 10 or 15 minutes ago. My stepdaughter is over at the house, and she brought over her 155-pound dog, who fell asleep next to me while I was perusing the internet, and he's snoring. And I get to the beginning of an animal story segment, and you know where the wolf goes, or whatever it is, ow, that part?
Yes.
The dog's head goes straight up in the air, which I felt was so symbolic, in a way. You know, here is, you know, we're going to have Larry forever because he's on the internet or wherever they put these things, and you can hear air checks and you can see videos and all that. But here is a dog that never knew Larry, and the animal story, he's asleep, the dog's asleep, and the howl from the animal stories raises his head up off the bed in some sort of canine salute.
There he goes now.
Exactly. And I was wondering. Oh, there he is. I was wondering. You want to talk to Ron? Huh?
Here, boy.
You want to talk to him on the air? Oh, he's going downstairs. Radio scares him, I guess.
Yeah. Me too.
But you know, there are so many stories that I've told over and over again, and I'm thinking, what am I going to tell these guys? And then
Then they're dog.
this thing happens right
Nice.
in front of me, and I'm like, wow, that is just too much.